Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. Minister of Tourism to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Carlos James, on February 27th, said that the government has published the Marriage Delegation of Powers Notice 2022, which is now in effect and will conveniently allow the facilitation of obtaining a marriage license in the Grenadines. In 2022, the government in Parliament moved the legislative amendment under the Marriage Act to facilitate the process. According to Minister James, the issue over the years has been a challenge to the tourism product of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the cost of coming to the Grenadines and spending 2 days on the mainland to obtain the licenses portrayed limitations for persons. The minister explained, let's say you're using Petit St. Vincent, Mustique, Union Island, or Palm Island. You'll have to book your hotel, get to the destination, and fly to the mainland and spend a day or two. And the process involves going to the registrar's office, going to the Attorney General's chambers, and from the Attorney General's chambers, waiting for the processing of the license. He said that now that the amendment passed last year, revenue officers and district officers in the Grenadines will be able to issue the license on behalf of the Governor General. Two students of the Chumaka, Ontario Secondary School, Zekisha Kelly and Maverick Brown, are the featured athletes of this week of the Vitalizing St. Vincent and the Grenadines Students Athletes VSSA initiative. This was done through the St. Vincent Brewery Limited through their Vitamalt brand. Zekisha Kelly is a former business student and a current captain of Alpian Al House. In her second year as an intermediate athlete, the 15-year-old broke 4 records at her school's recent sports meet on her way to secure the Intermediate Girls Championship and the Victrix Ludorum Award with 45 points. Maverick Brown is a 17-year-old student of Form 5 Technical and the track team captain at his school, who began the 2023 season by securing first place with his team in the Isaac Cross Country Road Race male category. He is also the Alpian Allen House captain and Inter-House Senior Championship from the school's recent sports meet. Under the VSSA initiative, the St. Vincent Brewery Limited will conduct school visits, offer incentives to students in the form of medals and donations, and recognize young athletes from various schools in the media. Still on the local scene, during the month of March, several community groups will be hosting activities to celebrate National Heroes and Heritage Month. According to Chief Cultural Officer Maxine Brown, plans are progressing well thus far. We hear more from the Cultural Officer, Maxine Brown.
I must say that plans for Heroes and Heritage Month are progressing quite well. A lot of community groups have reached out to us, as they often do, but this year they were excited, for the past 2 years because of COVID-19 and then the volcanic eruption. We were short on activities, but this year a lot of groups are reaching out to us to let us know what they're doing, so we're all excited. This year, I must know that schools are also on board. They've been reaching out to the department to let us know what they're doing. And some of these schools include the Georgetown Secondary School, the Bookament Government in Dubois, the primary schools as well as secondary schools are on board, and the Park Hill Government School, just to mention a few.
Chief Cultural Officer Brown also highlighted the importance of community involvement in activities that promote culture and heritage.
It's important to emphasize that one of the mandates at the Department of Culture is to be community engaged, and Minister has been stressing this and reminding us to be community engaged. And like 9 mornings, like Emancipation Month, like National Dance Festival, just to name a few of our activities that include and engage community involvement. The National Heroes and Heritage Month is the epitome of community engagement as well, as we collaborate and corroborate and be in cohorts, so to speak, to present and promote programs that speak to our heritage, our indigenous heritage, in our National Heroes and Heritage Month.
That was the voice of Chief Cultural Officer Maxine Brown. On the regional scene, Guyanese owned Oni Coconut, a business that produces a range of coconut products, will now have its items distributed in Barbados by Armstrong Agencies Limited. Full import, wholesale, distribution, and marketing service on the island and in other parts of the Caribbean will be offered by Armstrong Agencies Limited. The vice president of Precision Global Inc., Oni Coconuts, Leslie Ramlal, said that his company has responded to the government's appeal for the expansion of the coconut industry while speaking at the Barbados AgroFest 2023. In reference to Ramlal, Oni Coconuts, the largest coconut processing facility in South America, has the capacity to supply the entire CARICOM region with various brands of coconut products, which include virgin refined coconut oil, coconut chips, coconut flour, and its soon to come coconut milk. CEO of Armstrong Agencies, Christopher Lambert, said that as one of the major distributors in Barbados, they see it as an opportunity for them to identify a number of products that comes out of Guyana. Still on the regional scene, St. Lucia's Minister of Health, Wellness, and Elderly Affairs, Moses Baptiste, has acknowledged the presence of the COVID-19 subvariant XBB 1.5 in the country and a spike in flu cases. The minister said, although the use of masks is encouraged, it is not compulsory. Baptiste said COVID-19 subvariants are a source of concern, but mask wearing in St. Lucia is no longer mandatory but encouraged, especially for people who show flu symptoms or are around others who do. On Tuesday, Baptiste told reporters on the sidelines of a parliament sitting, people are showing up at the health centers and the hospitals with severe flu symptoms. So yes, the wearing of masks is encouraged, but not compulsory. He also disclosed that St. Lucia continues to strengthen its port health systems. On the international scene, protesters against controversial judicial reforms in Israel are blocking roads and railways in a day of disruption. In BBC reports, police used stun grenades and water cannon and were filmed kneeling on the neck of a demonstrator as he was detained. Protesters believe the judicial independence will be undermined and threatened by the sweeping changes being pushed through Parliament, to which ministers claim they will restore balance between the branches of government. Live footage from Tel Aviv showed a number of scuffles as authorities dragged demonstrators away while officers on horseback tried to stop some from breaking through barricades. One protester called Ziv said this is a terrible violence. No one has touched the policemen. We were in a protest of civil people. We didn't expect such a thing. We are here to support democracy. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.